What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be my first video where I don't show my face. You're only going to see my hands for the entire video because I'm going through all of my horror movie figures. We got Funko Pops up here. We got a huge stack, actually. It's like 2 rows high here, and a bunch of NECA figures. I even busted out the old accessories bin, so we're going to be going through all of it. Just figured because I'm going to be doing a horror collection where I go through all of my stuff that I have. Figured I should go in-depth on my figures first because I can't go in-depth on the video, otherwise it would be 3 hours long. So let's go in-depth on all of my horror movie figures here. We have a lot to go through. There's more off-screen you guys can't see over there and over here. So let's just dive right into it. I don't think we need an intro, so just start grabbing some. We'll start with some of the ones that are a little bit off-screen here. Starting off, we have one of my first figures I ever got. Jason from Freddy vs. Jason. It is, you know, he's got his good get up here. Freddy vs. Jason was one of the first horror movies I ever watched, and I like that they pay attention to detail even with the masks. Like, you can take the mask off, and he's even got a unique face mold there. I do have the like scratched up look on here and the machete on fire, and they even got his freaking platform boots that he had on. NECA just does such good figures. They pay such good attention to detail. They have his hair here. He's fully articulated, hands, arms, legs, knees, feet, everything about him is articulate. On pretty much all of them too, but this was one of the most special ones I ever got because he is the version from Freddy vs. Jason, which is the movie that made me a horror fan, so I always like to have this one. Let's talk about it first. Moving on, we have Freddy Krueger here from Wes Craven's New Nightmare, another NECA figure here. We got the nice finger knife glove with the 5 fingers, the thumb knife, and his hat comes off to reveal that, yes, it is all carefully sculpted. It all looks great. His eyes look a little bit cross-eyed, but, you know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. He's got the trench coat with the, you know, sweater stripes on the inside, which is very cool. He's got the nice boots down here. Yeah, really cool figure to have. Then we have, let's go with our smallest little guy in here. We have Chucky. Chucky has so much stuff. Like, this was one figure, and he has so many head molds, so many weapons. I currently have the Child's Play 2 knife hand with the Child's Play 2 ruler with the Child's Play 3 half face here. So when we go through all of the accessories, you'll see all the different stuff he has. But yeah, this is the smallest figure I have in my collection, but one of the best. Moving on over here, we have Roy Burns from Friday the 13th Part 5. I don't know why his hand is not on. That's odd, but he has his hedge trimmers, the shears, I don't remember. But you can also take off his mask, and yep, there's Roy. What a guy. But yeah, like, look, they even have, like, the gloss to make him look wet. They have the wounds on here. They're just, God, they're such good detail. I can't recommend NECA figures enough. And they're, like, super cheap for high-quality figures. They're, like, I think, like, 30 bucks a figure, which is, like, that's dirt for a figure this good, so. Where'd we go from here? Let's go with these little guys here, just to get them out of the way here. These are, I think, they might be from NECA. Either that or they're from Funko, but they have these little It figures here. We have Georgie, kind of looks like Sloth from the Goonies here, but he is very hard to stand. As you can see, these are very wobbly legs here, so he's hard to have stand up. We got Bill here, who has his little flashlight. Oh yeah, this Georgie actually had a toy boat, but it's so small that it couldn't even fit in his hand, and it is lost to the Shadow Realm now, so never gonna find that again. And then we obviously have Pennywise here. I don't like how his balloon, like, sits, like, you can't, like, really move it. It's gotta be, okay, and it barely sits in his hand. All you get is this little loop here to put in his hand, and it just doesn't really work, so I don't know. Not my favorite figures I have, but, you know, I got them. Let's go with the guy right in front here, Jungle Hunter Predator. This is one of my favorite figures that I have. Just the attention to detail on this guy is out of this. What the heck happened here? What the? Oh man, I gotta glue that. But yeah, you got the wrist blades here. You got this little spine satchel. You have all the details on the back with the little plasma caster up here. You got the kilt down here. Kilt? Whatever. His feet, you know, it's so detailed. Right now, I have him holding the head with the spine on here, and I even put the little plasma blast coming out of his plasma caster. I love the head mold on this one. It has such good, his like braids and his mask. And there's a couple more that we'll go through that we have of him, the head molds in a little bit here that are very good. But that's what I have on him. I think he looks very cool. Go right here to our remake Jason. I do not have the sack head look on him. I have the hockey mask look on him. And yes, again, you can take his mask off. He looks pretty creepy. But again, great attention to detail with the leather jacket and the hair and everything about him just looks great. I should probably put a weapon in his hand. I don't know why he has that. Maybe it probably fell, honestly, but yeah. Frankenstein, he has these little flowers that I usually have in his hand because they fit like through his, okay, well, that's gone forever. They fit through his fingers here, but I also have this chain around his arm. He's just such a good, he's in black and white. I think they do have a colored version, but I prefer the black and white one. Oh, god damn. Yeah, damn! Ooh, I did not know that. Good lord. And just off screen, we have our first Pennywise, the 1990 Tim Curry Pennywise, which is one of my favorite figures I have. I have the like weird alien hand on him. He's got his mouth open with his teeth exposed. He's just so well made here. Like, you got all the details, the frills around the neck, the pom-poms, even the little balloon that says turn back now. Like, this is proof that some, like, people really care about making these figures, you know. They even get the details on the balloon right. That's just, I can't recommend NECA enough. Another Jason here. I have this one fighting a chest burster from Alien. I believe there's a face hugger in like a egg that is somewhere around here, but I could not find it for the life of me, but it does come with the Alien as well. But I have this little Jason here from part 6. He's got his tool belt. He's got a little knife. Oh, well, he does have a knife. Oh, I remember what happened. You can't pull the knife out because the handle is in his hand. That's right. And he also has a spot for his machete, but I guess I didn't put one in there right now. Got some blood on his legs. And yes, you can also take his mask off. So there you go. Let's go through these because I've opened these on video. They are little Funko minis. I've opened them on video, like I said, so you can go back and look at them. But they're just these little tiny Funko Pops. And we have Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice, which is pretty cool. She's actually probably one of my favorites. She has so much detail on her. Then we have the Groom of Honor, Beetlejuice himself. Then we have a few Pennywise ones, or 2 Pennywise, and we also have Georgie here with his little boat. Then we have Bill Skarsgård and Tim Curry Pennywise. Then we have a few Conjuring Universe ones in here. We have Valak, who, fun fact, right before I started filming, I took her off my shelf and she nosedived right behind my TV and I had to dig her out. She is all covered in dust. But otherwise, we have, this is the bride from The Curse of La Llorona, which is another pretty good one. I like her veil. Oh, I'm knocking over stuff. We got Annabelle. She has... Okay, I was wondering, I was like, did I do that scratch? No, that's intentional. She's sitting on her little chair here. Then we have Freddy and Jason, obviously. We have David and Michael from The Lost Boys. And finally, Reagan from The Exorcist. So those are all my Funko minis. Reach over here. We'll go Michael Myers from Friday the 13th. Jesus. From Halloween 2. He's got a scalpel in his hand from the nurse kill and a hammer from one of the other kills. I have the one where he gets shot in the eyes, so he's got the blood dripping down his mask on. Pretty good. He's got some bullet wounds here. It's a pretty good figure. Now we have, just because I released 4 Scream videos, we can talk about Ghostface here. I like that they even pay attention under his, like, skirt here. Is the legs are all detailed under there, just in case you pull it up, you perverts. But he has his voice changer in his hand that falls out very easily, so I'm going to try not to touch it. And his knife, which is actually completely accurate to the movie. I love the attention to detail they have. And I just have the classic little ghost face mask on, but it came with like 3 other ones, so you can change those out if you want them. And we got another Freddy here. This is Freddy from Freddy's Revenge. He has this little fire that magnets to his back, so, you know, you get that scene from the party. And you also have the, like, unique glove from that movie, which the fingers are a little messed up. That's probably my fault. But yeah, his hat comes off, and they even have the burn makeup with the brain on here, which is one of my favorite little details, that they have the brain. So yeah, really like this one. Yeah, we got Leatherface, which is another one of my favorites. He's got this nice apron covered in blood. It's like actual cloth. And again, they detail under the apron. They don't need to, but they do, and it's amazing. They got so much detail on the shirt here, down to the shoes. The chainsaw I've broken a little bit, but, you know, you can't tell if you hold it like this. But there's even blood on the chainsaw, the mask, tie. It's just, this is one of my favorite figures that I have. Jason, again, this one's Jason from part 3. I have him holding an axe, which is actually the axe that goes through his face and gives him this nasty gash here. This is one of the ones that I love having unmasked, just because look at all that glorious blood on there. Yeah, this is a good figure. I think this was my first figure I ever bought, so this one also has a close place in my heart. This was, oh wait, no, I bought 4 at once. It was the Jason, the Chucky, this guy, and that guy. So we'll get to him in a second here. But Pennywise from It Chapter 2, I believe. I really, really like the Pennywise molds that they have. There's so many heads for him. I have the one from the Funhouse where he's got his tongue out. It just looks so good. It's so good. And they even have the balloon, which is hard to get it to stand, but because they give you this little hole, you see that teeny little hole there? This thing actually doesn't fit through that, so I had to just wrap it around his hand, but, you know, it works. Now we have our last Freddy Krueger from the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I love the design on his face here and on his finger knives. I have the one where he cuts off his fingers and the little green goo shoots out, and we do have the hat, but this one doesn't really fit to his head very well, so it falls off all the time, but love this figure as well. I love all my figures. I keep saying I love them, but I love everything. We have this little shark that I keep around. It's, I just say it's Bruce the Shark just because, you know, I have some Jaws stuff on my shelf. It's just a great white shark I had for a while. Yeah, it's Bruce, though, you know. Now we have my second favorite figure in my entire collection, my favorite Jason figure. And that is the Jason from Part 7 here. I have him with the Weed Whacker on here, and it does actually spin. I don't want to knock it out of his hand, but it does spin. And we even have the little mask here that I usually have sitting on him, where it splits apart when, what's her name? Knockoff Carrie rips it off. He's got a chain around his neck that fully moves. It's a fully, like, real chain. He's got all the rips all over his clothes. He's got the exposed spine. He's got every little detail you could want in a Jason figure for Part 7. It is just so good, so detailed. My favorite Jason by far. I love it so much. I was waiting and anticipating for this one to come out. Now we just gotta wait for a Jason Goes to Hell figure to come out, because I really want that. Now we have my Gremlin. This was, again, one of the first 4 I ever bought. He has so many accessories. I have this little... his mouth opens. Oh, I didn't even know that. But he has these glasses on, but he has so many other accessories, which we'll get to in a second here. Now let's go through my other Gremlin here. We have Stripe. Yes, this is Stripe. If you take off his Santa hat here, you can see his mohawk. But it is a little Christmas stripe. So, you know, you got the Santa suit, his little candy cane, and this guy goes on my Christmas tree every year. But when it's not Christmas time, he hangs out in my room. Let's do the 2 Toonie Terrors we have. We have Michael Myers. It's pretty basic. I think his knife actually does... yeah, it does come out, but there's no need to because it's perfect for his pose. And then we got Freddy Krueger. Oh, what the... oh, I busted one of the freaking fingers. Whatever. I don't even really love this Freddy. I think he looks kind of derp. And he doesn't stand. Like, he does... like, it's impossible. Like, look at his feet. They're not flat. They're not flat. Like, he cannot stand. He almost stood. That would have been the funniest thing ever. We have Pinhead, who is my favorite figure that I have in my collection. Just look at all the details, all the individual pins. He can hold the lament configuration, not very well, but he can. And it fits right into his hands here, if I can get it back in there. Yeah, he can hold the lament configuration. He has all these little tools hanging off his belt. He's got the skirt. Again, details up the skirt. Why are you looking at Pinhead's skirt, you perverts? But yeah, very, very good figure. One of my favorites. You know, I said it was my favorite, but I think there might be one that it's tied with. This guy right here. We got my Xenomorph from Alien. God, I love this guy. I'm not even a huge Alien guy, but like this figure is just amazing. Like, look at it. You got everything you could possibly want in here. I think this is the only one that didn't come with an alternate head, which is fair because this thing's massive, but it has all the like tentacles and the giant tail. It's just, God, it's such a good figure. Love this one so much. Got 3 more Jasons here. You can just kind of go through them together here. This is from the Dream Sequence of Part 5. Yes, we have a Dream Sequence Part 5 Jason and not a Jason Goes to Hell figure. Really pisses me off. This was the only one where his mask does not come off. He does not have a face mold under him for this one, but he also has that glossy look because it's raining. Now we have the Part 4 figure, which is probably my least favorite because look at that. That is just the articulate is completely worn out. Like it doesn't stand on its own. It's so, yeah. But I have the cleaver from the Crispin Glover kill over here, and this is actually from the Part 5 figure where he has the split hand. This one didn't come with the split hand. I was so pissed. And I glued it on because I wanted him to have the split hand so bad. You can even tell, look, there's a difference in the skin tone. But I wanted him to have the split hand so bad. And we can also take his mask off. So, yeah. Probably my least favorite Jason I have, but still good. And finally, for Jason, we have the Part 2 look with the pickaxe and the bag with the one eye hole. Pretty good, pretty detailed. You know, you get the gist from now on. And finally, we have my Pennywise from It Chapter 1 with the spider legs. He's got a nice, scary, spooky face on him. He's got the big arms. This guy actually hangs on my TV. I have the, like, claws out like this, and he dangles over the TV, so I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a pretty good one to have. Now we got these two guys back here. The Nightmare Dogs from Freddy's Revenge. They came with the Freddy's Revenge figure. They're just disturbing, but yeah, they come with it. All right, much better. I pulled them all closer now, so some of them aren't in their boxes. I know, freaking Funko fans are going to yell at me. Starting off, we have Matt Hooper from Jaws. This guy I actually got in Universal Studios. I saw a Jaws Funko Pop, and I just had to get it, and I love him, so he's here. We also have, obviously, the classics. We got Michael. Oh, we got Chucky. Which actually is, this says on the box is the Child's Play 2 look, where technically he wouldn't have these scars then. Just saying. Freddy Krueger. And of course, my boy, Jason Voorhees. Then we also have these two Ghostbusters one. This one is heavy. This is a hefty pop. But I believe that he's the Muncher, and then we have this little mini Puff. So, love those two guys. And we got, the last one not in the box here is Bill Denborough from It. Got some more It Funko Pops in here, don't you worry. But first up, in the box, we have Baby from House of a Thousand Corpses. This is one that I saw just got made, and I had to get it. It's shiny, it's good. I am also wanting to collect the rest of them, but she is my favorite of the 3 Firefly people, so I wanted to get her for sure. And we'll put the It's together. We'll go over here to my Stranger Things Pops. I have this Steve, which is from Season 3, which is, you know, him in his ice cream uniform. And then we have his counterpart, Robin, with the nice little "You Rule, You Suck" sign. So, love having these guys as a little pair. Now we have Frankenstein's monster here. This one also just came out. It's like classic comic look of the, you know, the green look. I really love how it looks. I do have a few more I got to collect here. I probably won't get the Dracula because I think he looks a little stupid, but the Bride of Frankenstein I might get to pair with him. And then we have Sam here, Spirit Halloween exclusive. As you guys know, I love Spirit Halloween. Then we have my favorite female horror villain ever, Carrie White. We have her in her prom uniform, Walmart exclusive. This one actually didn't get on Walmart. I bought it on Amazon, but I love this pop. And then you also get the version of her covered in blood, which is obviously the one everybody wants, but I like having both of them together. Then we have all of my Pennywises. We have the set from It Chapter 2 here, which, as you can tell on the back, this is the full set here, which is just, you know, normal look of Pennywise. Then we got him from the Funhouse with his tongue out. Then we got him with the balloon that says I Heart Dairy on it. So we got the full set there. We also got this little guy here, which is him in the human form. Which comes with, apparently they have a Stephen King shopkeeper one that I didn't know, and then they also have the one without makeup. And finally, we have Beverly Marsh, who is my favorite It character, so it's nice to have her as well. Now here is my weapons and accessory bin, and oh, there's actually a bunch of gremlins in here too. You know, so they're in here. But if we were to go through all of these accessories, we would be here 4 hours. So I'm just going to kind of run through how I have them sorted. I have these ones out because I was planning on putting them on my set. Got some pumpkins, some skulls in here. Pamela Voorhees head. This one came with the gremlin, some tombstones for Jason. Now we have this entire bin filled with weapons and spare heads. We do have a couple big weapons that don't fit in the bag, like this scythe for Ghostface, which he never uses, but they put it in with him. And then this spear for Jason, which is huge. But this is my Jason bag, because he has, obviously I have so many figures of him, and look at how many weapons he's got in here. There's masks, there's alternate heads, there's alternate hands, there's like a sickle, a claw hammer, we got a, what's a hacksaw, got a hatchet, we got a bunch of machetes, like 5 machetes that I can see right now. But also, we got some stuff for Ghostface. Like I said, he's got alternate heads here. We got one with blood, green look, and then like this rotting look from maybe Scream 6, I don't know. He's got some alternate knives in there as well. Then we got our pinhead bag, which is pretty light, just an alternate face, some alternate hands, an open lament configuration. Chucky, like I said, he's got like 3 different looks. You can have the scarred look from Bride. We got the normal evil look, and then the good guys look. And just a bunch of weapons. This all came with one figure, dude. It's crazy. But, yeah. Then we got our Leatherface bag, which we have the female look in here, along with meat hook, hammer, and I think another cleaver, so... Then we got Freddy Krueger. We got some alternate heads in here. We have the Dream Demon look from Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Got some alternate heads in here. This one is the faceless from the original with the mask of Tina's face. And then we got some alternate gloves in here as well, I think. Yeah, some good stuff in there. And we got our Frankenstein bag, which, again, some alternate heads, smiling one, serious one, some hands. Predator, like I said, he has this alternate look without his mask, and we have his mask in there, some alternate hands. Mikey My, we got the blonde-haired look, got the normal look, and we got a couple extra weapons in there. We got some white gremlins in here, even the little gremlin egg. Just toss those aside. And we have our Pennywise bag. Like I said, so many heads for him. We got some ones for the... We got a transformation look here. We got the human look. We got his face opening up in here, I think. Yeah, there. Like, there's so many extra hands and heads in here. It's crazy. And we got our Sam bag, which is mainly just extra heads. We have the unmasked, the rip mask, the bleeding one. We got some extra weapons in here, too. And then we got the gremlin one, which has some gremlin slime that actually came with these little gremlins here. But we have all these little alternate ones, including a little gremlins NECA game in here, which is pretty cool. Oh, I have a broken machete. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, that is it for my horror movie figures. I said you weren't going to see my face, but I just can't help showing off this ugly thing. But that is all of my figures. It is a lot of figures, but you will expect a video going through all of my horror stuff. You can see like some stuff in the background here soon-ish. I'm not very good at putting out videos on time, but hopefully this will tide you over until then. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, be notified when I post any brand new videos. If you want to see more collection videos like this, make sure to tell me what you want to see down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.